Gente, bienvenidos a Aftershots. Recuerden, el único podcast que te hace sentir como en shots cuando estás en shots, mientras vas a shots o cuando ya sales de shots. En esta ocasión tenemos una banda muy particular que tiene una temática que a mí personalmente me encanta mucho, que es el tema de que son familia. Aquí con nosotros tenemos a Still 18. Aplauso.
Hola.
Gracias.
Guys, how was the flight? How's everything? How are you feeling?
Everything is really good. Yeah, we're happy to be here.
We
for
love
sure.
Santo Domingo.
I'm glad you
Es
love
muy
Santo Domingo.
bueno ciudad.
Sí.
Okay. We have a few questions for you. Go ahead.
First of all, hello again.
Hey.
Hola, David.
Hello, Karen. Is everything good? Your flight went well. You love Santo Domingo. Why is that? You love the people. You love the weather. How is it?
La gente de República Dominicana están el mejor, yo pienso.
¿Verdad que
Son el mejor.
Sí, nosotros somos los máximos de
Sí,
muñequitos.
vamos a tratar en español.
No, está bien.
Sí,
Dale en
está bien,
español. así
ok.
Yo
practicamos
prefiero
español.
inglés.
Entonces me encanta sí, la gente y me encanta Shots Bar también porque el
Good.
vibe es muy cool.
But first of all, why don't you tell your name and what you do on the band?
Joey, I'm the singer and I play guitar.
My name is Samantha. I play bass and I sing too, and I write a lot of the songs with my dad over there
And I'm Karen. I'm the mother this thing.
of this thing.
La madre y la esposa de Joey, y I am the drummer. And they don't let me sing. So
Why is that?
Why?
Why is
For good
that? Why is
reason.
for good reasons, they said. So I like to talk a lot. And is that all I do? Yes. So I'm just the drummer. Oh, but
Just
but I organize everything.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot to
Yeah.
do.
You're the boss.
The boss.
I'm the
The
boss.
boss.
Yeah.
La jefa. No para la música.
Aclarando, eh? But just to be clear, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, from the beginning, we all know you are a family, right? But as a musician, individually, solo cuando estamos, when did you start, or how did you start as a musician?
Sure. Back in the 60s when I was born, I learned to play guitar when I was 11. And so I started rock bands when I was 12. And I started playing professionally when I was 15 years old in Canada. So it was bye-bye at school at grade 11. See you later. On the road the whole time, 6 days a week. And traveling around. So I've been doing that ever since, and through many bands in Canada. And Karen and I came here in 1985 to Cabarete on a motorcycle and found Cabarete Beach because of windsurfing.
Oh.
So when I was 25, I was windsurfing, and so she was learning. So we loved Cabarete. We couldn't even believe it existed. It was only a beach at the time, only one or a few buildings. So
Yeah.
we started coming back and forth. And then when Karen and I learned to kite surf in year 2000, we decided to come down here much more, 6 months, 7 months of the year. And that's when we
That's
brought Sammy along
awesome.
when she was only 5.
Oh my God.
So it's a long
awesome.
time. We
But
love this island more than
How
any
do you
place.
meet? I believe you went to one of his
Oh.
concerts, right?
Yes. How do you
Really?
know that?
I
Oh my
know a
God.
lot.
How do you know
Oh my
that?
God.
Well, I'll make it a short story
Yeah.
because it is a bit of a long story. But the short version is I had heard about him through some friends. So I went to see him play, but I was only 16. And they threw me out of the bar. And but I really thought he was quite special. So I heard about another place they were playing a few months later, and I convinced my friend to go and lied to my mother. So, lo siento, mama. Pero it worked out. So it's
Yeah, I
all
can
good.
see that.
It worked out. And so I went to where he was playing, and we started talking. But he was there with a girl. So we didn't talk very much. So then I went to the next place he was playing. I was not a groupie, okay? I was just trying to get his attention. And so I went 2 days later to the next place he was playing, and he was there with another girl, a whole other girl. A whole other girl. And so I went up to him. We had, talked the 2 nights before, and so this time I went up to him and I said, I asked him if he would like to go out sometime.
Oh,
And he said yes.
yeah.
But you know what I did? I got his phone number. And I gave him mine. Can you believe a 17-year-old is this
That's-
aggressive and confident? I don't
No,
even
I
know.
could.
And I got his phone number. And he never called me. So then,
Joey.
I know. So he never called me, so I called him. And anyway, I'm making the story too long. And I had to call him maybe 3-4 times. And then he agreed to go out, and we went out, and we've
Oh
been
my
going
God.
out ever since. So
Oh my
that's
God.
the story.
Such a nice story.
Joey was the hot stuff. Yeah.
Joey was the hot
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm not calling her, you know. I got my own business here.
But just one thing about that is when I called his house, there were no cell phones back then. I called his house, and his mother screened his calls. Do you know what that means? Like,
She
hello,
checked them
who is this?
Oh my God.
And how do you know him? And so it was like, he obviously had many girls calling the house.
That's a great story. But, you know, in that same line, we see you guys here. We're feeling like a good vibe between the three of you. And how did you manage to get that on stage? I mean, your family, husband, wife,
Yeah.
daughter. How you, like, have that chemistry, all of
I
you?
think we're just a very close family. Like, I think we're more of like best friends, especially now with me being older. I feel like we're just like 3 people. Like, I'm not so much the daughter anymore. We're just, yeah, we are. Yeah, I just feel like it's really fun. Like, I think we have a lot of fun. We joke around.
She actually just
And-
moved into her own apartment.
So we're
And
really,
it was
yeah,
so
we're really
sad.
3 separate adults now.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just saying we have a lot of fun together. And I think that's why we have such good chemistry, because we write the songs together, we practice together, we kite surf and snowboard and do all these things
That's
together.
awesome.
And yeah, we love each
That's
other.
dreamy, actually.
Yeah.
I know that when you were little, you used to open up for him, right?
Yes,
you
I
you
have
got like a
all
band
the
and
rock
all.
bands, from the time I was 8 years old, after watching the movie The School of Rock, and I just knew
Yes.
that I had to have a band. I think that happened to everyone that watched that movie. And I went through with it, and the band lasted for like 4 years. We'd open up for my dad's band. He had a different band at the time. And then that kind of evolved into my mom playing drums. My little girl band fizzled out, and then we were playing, and we took it really seriously. And then we had the opportunity to open for Lauryn Hill when she was in the country, and we saw the reaction from the audience afterwards. They're like, I can't believe you're a family and the songs you have and stuff. And we're like, oh, maybe we really have something here. And then we took it really, really seriously, and here we are.
That's awesome.
We went through a lot of really bad times and good times too.
Take the microphone, honey.
It's
See,
not-
I'm organizing.
It hasn't all been all fun and games, that's for sure.
No, there have been some.
Oh, she needs the microphone.
I'm just saying there have been some hard knocks for sure. We were chosen out of thousands of bands a couple years ago to open at a festival with Aerosmith, Leonard Skinner,
Awesome.
Alice Cooper, Billy Idol,
so many people.
Kid Rock.
As you can imagine, that made our lives. We knew about it for 3 months.
Like, it was
So
a
we
life
were-
changer.
We were practicing and practicing. We got all the clothes, we got everything. And anyway, the festival was canceled 5 days before. Just
Ouch.
outright canceled. And so we've had a lot of things like that, but they make us better people, or so we hope. That's what we tell ourselves.
The funny thing is, you just gotta, if you're gonna do it, you gotta get up the next day and keep doing it. You can't
You
be
have to keep
upset
going.
about it.
Be a
You can be
loser.
upset. Yeah, you can quit if you quit, but you can never quit. You just keep going.
Yeah,
and
don't quit.
the more you keep going, the more better things keep happening. So it's okay.
Yeah.
But then there was this Wyclef John festival here on the island that we got into, and that got canceled a couple days before. That also. The day before. The day before, yes.
So we've had
But we were on the poster with
festival
Wyclef.
things happen to us.
But just I wanted to Joey's point, is Joey's attitude. He has a rock star attitude, and he just believes that you fail when you stop,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's no such thing as failure. There's only such thing as quitting. Then you fail. So
That's a good reminder.
And we've had so many beautiful experiences. Like, we toured Europe right before lockdown, and that was just so incredible to be able to travel with my parents and meet all new people, play some great venues. So everything, it's all been so worth it, and we're just getting started. We're really excited about our trajectory and new music we have coming out, and yeah, everything's going well.
You know, Joy, I have this question for you. I want you to tell them the same story you told us. The moment you three decided to just travel the world, being a family, a band, I want to listen to it. So tell me about the moment you decide to just take a plane and say, yeah, I want to travel the world, and I'm gonna meet countries, and I'm gonna make my own music through the world.
Yeah, well having a band and the type of band that we have, and we do a lot of our own originals, right? So the only way we're going to become successful is if we do travel the world. So the world's a big market. So Canada, we've played in Canada, we've played in all around the Caribbean, different islands. But Europe is one of the biggest spots to tour. So we have a 3-month tour starting in December this year.
Well,
Yeah.
So I think during COVID, when COVID hit, we were in Europe for a lot of gigs from Germany down to Rome. And on the way back up to Austria, we started finding out about the virus. So we canceled the tour 3 days early and flew home just in time to get here. And since then, we haven't been playing a lot. We've been writing a lot of songs, recording, and also making videos. We just finished 3 videos. So that's good for us. And because we're a family, because we're always near each other, and we can rehearse every day if we want. And which is a big plus, because I know a lot of bands couldn't even get together for the last year and a half.
They're rehearsing
So
over Zoom.
we wrote our best songs in the last year and a half. So now with Europe coming, I think it'll just be a continual thing of playing all the time. So we're really looking
And
forward to that.
do you remember a moment that that special moment where you said, I really want to make this happen? I really want
I think
this to
right
be a dream?
from the beginning when we started playing when she was only
Yeah,
14.
You need to
Well, we just had to get good enough to start playing, and people and liking it. So we just keep trying. That's all. We just keep working at it.
Yeah, I just want to say briefly that whether you have a band or you're an artist of some sort or you have a business or something, I know the pandemic has been really hard on everyone, but I think the key is just doing small things every day to keep hustling and keep moving towards what you want to do, because that's really how you get to the next level. You can't stop.
Should we
That-
say
that's a
yay
good
shots?
advice.
Yay shots? Yes.
That's a good advice.
Muchas ideas.
Also, we also see a lot of possibility from you. Like, you always had that mindset, don't give up, follow your dreams and all that. I mean, your songs also talk a lot about that. I mean, how do you get inspired to write your songs? What's the muse?
I think they just kind of happen. It's really phenomenal to see how words kind of just come into your mind. You can just be doing something really random, like washing the dishes or something, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I have to write this down. And then my dad and I think we write the majority of our songs together now. Sometimes in the same room where we're like, okay, I got this idea, and we do that. And then sometimes there's songs where we have pieces that come together months later. Like, we have a new song coming out where I wrote a bridge for it 2 months before I'd ever heard the song. And then when my dad was playing the song, I said, oh my goodness, I have this bridge, and it just kind of fits. So yeah, it's just a neat process.
Somewhere in the back of
Exactly, it just
Right.
kind of comes through.
And
we're
Joe, what
also-
about you and your guitar that you bought here? He
Yeah.
thinks he has a magical guitar.
When we first came here and started spending time here, I bought an acoustic guitar, a really nice acoustic guitar, and every time I pick it up, a new song was waiting for some reason. It was very easy for me to write a lot of songs in the beginning. But the one song, we were in Italy during COVID, just before it hit. We were in the mountains in Italy, in a very small town called Bormio, and it's surrounded by giant mountains, and it's a 3,000-year-old town, one of the oldest in Europe.
wow.
And I was in the town center with Karen and Samantha standing there. I saw the sign Piazza Cavour, and something struck me, and intensely struck me, about something bad happening right there in that square. So I went home and I read all about that square in history, and found out, we went to the museum and found out there were witchcraft trials right there in this tiny spot that we would go to catch the bus every day to go snowboarding. And so I took a walk, we all took a walk, and found a very famous church that they killed, murdered many, many innocent people as witches. So I'm probably proud of this song more than any song I've written.
It's unreleased. Right
It's
now.
unreleased.
And you'll
We're
hear
gonna
it
do tonight.
for today at
We're
Shots.
playing it
Tonight at
We're
Shots.
doing the second time playing it
Ooh.
live. It's called Piazza Cavour. It's my
It's
favorite song.
Very Black Sabbath. Very Black Sabbath.
But Joe, I think you say that because it came through you, right?
I went back home after the square and after seeing this place where the witches were killed, and came home, picked up my guitar. Instantly, the song was given to me, the entire song, the words in one day, everything, and I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking
it was
about
really
it.
amazing.
They just came out.
Yeah.
So it was meant to be written by somebody, and I was lucky enough for the energy to give it to me because I was
That's awesome.
really passionate about feeling like something really disturbing happened, and it did. It really did.
That's a great question.
Joy, I think I have to do this question.
Yes.
Now you're telling this. You think you are a really spiritual person?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
The microphone.
think that my mother's mother was the seventh daughter born with a seventh veil, and that's supposed to mean something. She used to read people's futures, my mother's mother. So she had some kind of strange power. But yeah, I think that we all have a power if we can meditate or hone into it or do some kind of artistic something that connects us to it. A lot of time we're too busy working or too busy worrying about things, but if you can connect to it through an instrument or through art or something, I think everybody can do it. It's just that my whole life has been doing that, so sometimes you get rewarded if you spend enough time doing it. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can sit there trying to write a song and you'll never write anything. And once in a while, the universal energy gives you a song, which is
But-
if you keep at it.
But I
enough.
want to add to what Joey's saying because as his wife, I got to witness. I get to witness all this, and when he moved here, his creativity just went through the roof. And I think you can, besides the magic guitar, there's living here. There's such rawness, you know, the rich and the poor, and what living in Canada, we don't see the same things that we see here, and that really impacted him. So he wrote many songs about social justice, and we were actually dubbed, we were called a rock protest trio because so many of his songs at the beginning were about things like that.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, just to add to what you had asked.
And what can you tell us about the new song that is about to come out on September 3rd,
Because they
right?
wrote it, so I'll let
Yeah,
them.
we were just talking about the new song in the car. It's called Just Hang On, and I was saying to my parents that I think that this song means the most to me. We wrote it while we were on the set of a J-Lo movie because J-Lo was here with some other people, Josh Duhamel and Jennifer Coolidge and stuff, and they were all here in Samana, and my dad and I were actually chosen to be on the movie for 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah,
So
I
we
saw
did
that. Congrats.
And yeah, and so that was like the most surreal experience and the nicest father-daughter trip ever. And so we just felt like we were bonding a lot, and he brought his keyboard, and at night after filming in the hotel room we would be like working on songs, and he had this really emotional piano part that he'd had for a couple years, and he'd started writing words, and oh my gosh, like just it brought tears to my eyes. And that's a song that I was referencing before where I said I had a bridge that I'd written like 2 months before. So
she's in
this
the other.
random
She's in the other
bridge.
hotel room. Hears him playing it. Comes running out and says, "I have a part
Yeah,
for that."
exactly.
Wow.
And so,
That's nice.
yeah, so
That's
they
really
put
nice.
together, we changed some words around, and then it was born, and it's really about, you know, don't give up. It's called Just Hang On. It's about getting through the hard times, and, you know, very COVID inspired, because, you know, that was very hard, and it continues to be very hard on everybody in so many ways. So I think it's really appropriate for the times, and we're excited for everyone to hear it.
That's September the 3rd.
Yes.
I'm sorry we won't be singing it tonight because we don't have a keyboard with us.
It's just like rocking it out.
Yeah, we don't need any no keyboards at Shots. No keyboards.
No
Do you have a
keyboards
sign
at
that says no
Shots.
keyboards allowed?
If any place would have one.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true.
You know what? We as a group and as Shots Bar always wants to know the greatest memory on stage.
Yeah,
of musicians.
that's true.
And tonight we would like to know what's your greatest or one of them. one of those, you know? Greatest memory on stage.
I've been with a lot of bands, but because it's
You better be with us.
Okay, where are you going with this?
You're thinking about it. Come on, dude.
Did you see that?
usually when you're in a band, there's so many egos in it, right? You don't even like each other most of the time. After a few years or after a certain amount of time, you hate the guys. So that's never happened here. We're
Oh
always
no,
like the
never.
best
We've
team.
never had a fight.
It's not the same kind of thing.
Good thing there were no.
Yeah, good thing.
Good thing there were no guns or knives in the rehearsal room at the time. But go ahead.
A couple of years ago, we were in Europe playing, and we saw the Colosseum in Rome and all that kind of stuff. And we played at a venue right there at night, and it was an international crowd inside the bar. And there was something really special because being in Rome and
And
being
it's Rome.
it's Rome,
It's
Seeing
Rome.
Rome and everything behind the stage. I think that was the greatest
Yeah,
moment.
and also-
Florence, but mostly Rome.
I have a nice thing to share, which was we played at Hard Rock Cafe in Florence, and this was a few years ago. And the next day, we had to go back to say bye to the bar owner, and it's a really beautiful venue. So my dad and I went back. My mom stayed back, and we were just going to meet with him. I didn't I just had plain clothes on, like all my hair up. Like we weren't dressed like rock stars or anything that day, but. The owner was there, and there were all these little kids, like 8 or 9 years old, a table full of them, 10, 12, like maybe 35 of them. And there was a giant screen up on the stage, because it was a really big stage, and it said the School of Rock on it. And so it was this meeting that they had every week for these local kids, where they taught them about like rock music, and they had guitars there and stuff, and it was so amazing. And so anyways, we walked in, and he said, "Can you share a few words with the kids about rock and stuff?" And I was like, we weren't prepared at all. So then they put our music video for our song Diamonds and Gold up on the huge screen. And I'm just standing there in like my
Blushed.
winter coat, like, just like what's happening. So then I hear our song play so loud, and then all the kids, they stand up and they start screaming, and they're running towards us.
euphoria.
And we just thought this was just like I didn't understand. Like I felt like a dork, just standing there like, with no makeup on or anything. We're just going, and anyway, so then they all start flooding towards us, and they're all taking pictures with us and asking for autographs. And I just thought that was one of the most meaningful moments, because it was just such a random, unexpected thing. And I hope that whatever words I strung together to say to them were okay. Like, keep rocking, kids.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give up.
That was it.
Really nice memory. Also, your name, the name of the band, Still 18.
Still 18.
Any story behind the name? Something funny?
Oh, we
something
need to know it.
special? We need
Sure,
to
I
hear
wrote
about
a song called Still 18. It was about getting older and how this comedy song, but it was an okay song, actually.
It's a
It wasn't so bad, but we stopped doing it.
Do you know why we stopped doing
Yeah,
it?
because we
Why?
didn't want the audience to think I
Because
was
it
that
was
old.
putting him down.
Yeah.
He was saying, okay, well, what was it like? What were some words?
When I'm out of,
Getting old, but I
I feel like I'm still 18, yeah.
And
Okay.
when I'm out at the bar,
getting old,
the
but I feel
girls
like I'm
don't
still
notice
18.
me, things like that.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good thing
So
to be
we
singing
stopped
about.
playing the song, but we like the name.
And then we
Sorry.
had to change our name because we used to be called something called Culture Shock about 7 years ago.
That was a crap movie.
And we tried it, and the Kardashian, people that filmed the Kardashians came here and tried to do a reality show about us called Culture Shock. But it didn't fly after filming it, and they tried to sell it to Hollywood. It didn't work. So we wanted to change our name, and Sammy decided on the beach.
Yeah, that we should be called Still 18. And I remember it was the most overwhelming decision, because we'd have to change everything, all our
Right,
logos.
it's like changing shots, right?
Yeah,
It's like
like
changing everything, right?
everything.
Yes.
But basically this reality show, it was really amazing. These people came, and they were such a big production team, and they filmed and funded everything, and they wrote an
They made a
outline
pilot
for us.
of our show.
A
It's
pilot,
cool.
a 45-minute pilot, and it was called
Culture Shock, Rockin' a New
Shock.
Life.
Rockin' a New new life.
Yeah, and it was about the island and lots of things, but basically we watched the pilot again, and it's like we're just fighting nonstop because reality shows, they always want this train wreck family. I'm like, actually we're a nice family. And then they were talking about like, the next episodes, and then like, oh yeah, like Samantha could turn into quite the bad girl and be with all the new boys in town. I'm like, we don't want that. Yeah, exactly. No, they just want to make it as extreme as possible. So anyways, we're okay.
But still 18, right? Still 18. We like Samantha's suggestion because we really feel young at heart. We
Yeah.
don't feel that age has any bearing on who we are at all. And I truly feel like I'm being serious. I don't feel older than 21, 22.
I feel older than 20.
I don't. So it's just about the song. We're trying to capture the essence of a young spirit and living life with that kind of energy.
And we can see it when you're playing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I think playing is the only time when I really feel young. I mean, not the
Oh,
only
here,
time.
honey. Here,
We
sweetie.
mountain bike ride too. We go surfing too. So a few sports that we do. If we didn't do the sports, I think sports keep you feeling young too. You know,
Of course.
so that's important to do exercise and
Yeah.
watch what you're eating and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well,
All of it,
also,
all of it.
To that point, it was Leonardo da Vinci that had enough money under his bed.
Oh, it was Michelangelo.
It was Michelangelo?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
who
it's
was
the book you read. You had Leonardo da Vinci.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Michelangelo. had
Okay,
enough
tell it.
in Florence.
Yeah.
Oh no, Michelangelo would go and paint, and he didn't buy anything new. Didn't have cars or anything back then. Obviously, he didn't buy anything. He had enough money to buy all of Florence tucked under his
At
mattress
what age? Like
when he died.
Yeah, when he died.
But all he did is go and paint every
'Cause
day.
that's
He
what
didn't
he
even
liked
use
to
his
do.
money. So it's not about money. Life is not about
No,
money.
and
You
that's-
might need enough money to be
Yeah.
able to survive.
But it
you know.
keeps you young to do what you love to do. And have
As
your
long as it's
purpose.
enough money to do what you want to do with your life, that's the important part.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it is.
That's how you
Since
stay
you
young.
guys love this country, I want to ask you about the music down here, like merengue, bachata. You like them?
I
you enjoy it?
honestly.
Okay, this thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna sound so ignorant, but
No, but you've
no,
always
like-
been playing reggaeton.
yeah, well, that's like like fun music. Yes, that's very fun. But no, some of the sounds we were saying that today of anything like bachata, merengue, like reggaeton, like the sounds of the vocals and then the beats. And the beats are like so far superior to anything on like the American radio stations, I find. Like they're so high caliber. It's amazing. So yeah, I definitely love that kind of music. I pretty much only listen to rock music or folk music, but then I'll just like switch it up and just listen to reggaeton for like 2 days. So yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah, amazing.
Now,
Love it.
what can we expect in the future about you guys?
Well, I'll answer this one if that's okay.
Yeah, talk.
Well, right now, we were just in something called Canadian Music Week. It's the biggest music festival in Canada. It was virtual, but it was great. So, and that was fun. And now we've just been chosen to be part of a Swedish festival in
Oh.
Sweden,
Nice.
virtual.
Wow.
Sadly,
Sadly.
so we were filming music videos for that this week. It was a very busy week. And we're also in a music festival, virtual, for a province in Canada, a beautiful province called Newfoundland. And then we are leaving at the end of December to go do a 3-month European tour of Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Italy. And so we're really excited about that, playing at some really great venues. And we'll keep making music,
Music,
and
good
keep making videos, and keep rocking it out. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm saying.
love.
Hopefully come back to shots before we leave.
Oh yes.
Of course,
I
of
think
yes.
one
course.
of the main reasons that we do this band is to like have these experiences, meeting people, great people like you guys,
Thank you.
playing at great places, like shots. So yeah, just keep doing more of that and traveling.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are living the dream of millions of people. You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
frustrated rockers. Me, I don't know. Well, I'm just saying, we are glad. I like the vibe. I like how you guys look I like your music.
Yeah.
Especially, I like your look, Jules. Like, for real. You, I don't know, you look like a 80-ish rock star. 80-ish.
Oh, 80-ish.
80-ish, yes.
No, like 80 years old?
No,
Or from the 80s?
Not at all.
1980s.
Still 18. Still 18.
Yes,
Forever.
Still 18. Remember
Forever
that.
and always. We're 18
No,
years
for real,
old
for
right
real.
now.
I like your style. For the
Back in '77, I was in like real punk bands, and I had really long dyed blonde hair and feather earrings and
Wow.
leather pants. I was 6'2". I weighed 100. You won't believe this. I weighed 142 pounds at 6'2".
What?
6'2",
It was
140.
crazy.
He borrowed
Same
my
with the other
pants
guy in
once
the band.
for a gig. He borrowed my pants once.
170
reals?
pounds now, but I was very skinny, much skinnier than even now. But so maybe that's why I look like that kind of 80s rocking kind of guy. I haven't ever changed really.
And as for today's concert, what do you expect?
A rockin' good time. A party, man.
That's nice. That's nice. That's
We've
really nice.
invited a lot of people that we know from the movie and stuff, so
And-
hopefully
yeah.
they'll be coming, and lots of
Live around here.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
lots of people on Instagram have been messaging us. So let's hope that it's going to be an awesome turnout.
Yeah.
But you know what? Regardless, we're going to rock it out,
yeah.
and we're going to have a great time
Hey, yes.
no matter what happens.
We do it every time.
yeah,
so
we
it's
do it
gonna
every
be
time.
okay.
But with you guys, it's
Yes.
gonna be great tonight too.
Thank you, thank you.
You know, for the last thing, right? That thing. I want you to imagine this, all right? Imagine if Shots were a music label, all right? Would you record with us? and rock a bit? Duh, right?
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we would like to actually let's take this opportunity to say something about Shots. You guys have the amazing vibe. Like look at everyone that's here.
Why are you guys so nice?
And everyone is so nice, and the times we've played here, the audience is just so gracious. Like really great people. So whatever
Oh.
you guys are doing, keep it up. You're doing a
Thank
great
you.
job.
Well,
everybody.
we appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
Listen, man, we come down here to play because it's great. We love it. That's why we come here.
We're
Well,
missing you guys.
Yeah, we were missing you guys
Aw,
actually.
thank you. We're missing you guys too.
Well, since we're at Shots, right? And Shots means we gotta at least toast with shots.
Yeah.
So we're down, right?
Okay.
Let's take a shot,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, unfortunately we are
Shots.
running out of time. You guys gotta rest and eat so
Yes.
we can play
and we
today.
we gotta get ready
And you
too.
had a special shot for Samantha.
Of
remember?
course.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
One thing to mention while we doing the toast,
Oh yes, yes. With the
you
toast.
get a sign to have.
We have a token. Oh, I was telling you about, right? So we got these white caps. This represents shots people. Tonight we're gonna sign a white cap for you
Aw.
guys,
Yeah.
because we
Thank
want you
you.
to have in your bag, in your room, in a hotel, just to remember us. All right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's so nice.
They're very nice
Yeah,
hats.
super
Very
cool.
nice.
I'll
I
be
know.
wearing those all
I know,
the time,
I know,
man.
I know.
You already signed them. Wow.
You gotta sign
Yes,
Okay.
because we like you guys and we want you to stay here with us in that cap. Forever.
We would love to stay forever.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. We could just like play every night.
Here you go.
All right. Do you want us to say anything? And
Whatever you want.
Feel free. Feel free.
Whenever you want and whatever.
Right.
Express yourself.
Yes.
Whatever you want.
I've never signed a hat. I'm so excited.
It's okay. Take your time. It's okay.
No pressure, honey.
I like this.
Feels
we
good.
like
feels
this.
good.
Thank
feels
you.
good. I like this.
I love this podcast.
Aw, well, I'll just sign that.
That's all you're gonna sign? You're not gonna do anything else? Draw something.
You are really giving me a lot of credit. Keep rocking.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you put a last name?
Well, you put your signature.
Yeah.
You only put Samantha
Oh, that's my signature.
and Karen.
Yeah.
Now
Do
goes
you have
Joey.
like? Do we need to do first and last names, or is there a rule?
I mean,
I just did first name. Okay.
No,
Okay.
There's no rules.
Okay.
It's like rock music.
That's the rule.
Liberating.
That's the only rule. There's
yeah,
no rules.
there's no rules.
So you're getting to see the family in action. She's telling him what to do. Are you catching this?
All right, and this one is for you guys.
Oh.
Oh,
¿Quieren
so
firmarlo tú?
sweet.
Adelante. A la visera. Yeah.
Oh, I have the lid.
What time are you open until tonight? What time is
Oh, we're filming, honey.
Yeah, nosotros íbamos a abrir a las 5 de la tarde. 5
5
p.m.
Yeah, 5.
But because we're with you guys, we're gonna open up right in 30 minutes.
Okay.
6
Yeah,
p.m.
actually.
Okay.
Yes.
When do you close if you're open?
Oh.
12.
Ah.
Yes. Great.
Well, muchas gracias para
Yeah.
Yeah, this was so
el
fun.
regalo. Muy lindo. Es muy lindo. You didn't have these hats last time we were here. This is new, right?
Yeah, I love
Cool.
it.
Did you notice that our colors are the same as shots?
Oh yeah, red and white.
Still 18
Yeah,
is
yeah.
black, red, and white.
You saw the
Yeah.
art.
Yes, and your art is perfect.
Perfect.
I do want to compliment your graphic artist.
Yeah,
If
super
whoever
good.
this is, who is it?
No, it's
Right
not
here?
here.
It's
Oh.
not here.
The
Okay.
best, the best.
Yeah.
But don't tell anywhere else that we play. This isn't going to be on YouTube or anything, is it? Yeah. Just between us, right?
Yes.
Yes. So let's take a shot and close so we
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm gonna fire you all. You're slow. This is.
No, it's
Yeah,
just,
we need a.
¿Cuál es el suave?
I'm just kidding.
No, yo no que lo lleva. Es
Ningún-
suavecito. Ah, bueno. There's no alcohol, so it's.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can stay alive for later.
All right, so
So
we have. Okay. Nosotros tenemos una cultura, okay? So when we toast, we say pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro
y para
y pa adentro, all right?
Sorry.
Faster.
Sorry. I forgot to open my.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for
Yes,
being
yes, for
here.
real.
We actually appreciate it a lot.
We
We
really
appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you guys.
let's do an applause and
Yes,
Let's say
wrap
goodbye.
it up, right?
Do we
Okay.
clap
Guys.
too?
We're gonna clap for you. Clapping for shots.
see you later tonight.